spring. Intransitive, to burst forth. Transitive, archaic, of beards, to grow. Transitive, to cause to burst forth. Transitive, obsolete, to make wet, to moisten. Intransitive, usually with to or up, to rise suddenly, of tears, to well up. Intransitive, now usually with apart or open, to burst into pieces, to explode, to shatter. Obsolete, military, to go off. Transitive, military, to cause to explode, to set off, to detonate. Intransitive, nautical, usually perfective, to crack. Transitive, nautical, to have something crack. Transitive, nautical, to cause to crack. Transitive, figurative, to surprise by sudden or deft action. Transitive, architecture, of arches, to build, to form the initial curve of. Intransitive, architecture, of arches, with from, to extend, to curve. Transitive, nautical, to turn a vessel using a spring attached to its anchor cable. Transitive, obsolete, nautical, to raise a vessel's sheer. Transitive, obsolete, cobblery, to raise a last's toe. Transitive, to pay or spend a certain sum, to cough up. Obsolete, intransitive, slang, to raise an offered price. Transitive, U.S., dialectal, alternative form of sprain. Transitive, U.S., dialectal, alternative form of strain. Intransitive, obsolete, to act as a spring, to strongly rebound. Transitive, rare, to equip with springs, especially, of vehicles, to equip with a suspension. Transitive, rare, obsolete, to provide spring or elasticity. Figurative, rare, obsolete, to inspire, to motivate. Transitive, to deform owing to excessive pressure, to become warped, to intentionally deform in order to position and then straighten in place. Intransitive, now rare, to reach maturity, to be fully grown. Intransitive, Britain, dialectal, chiefly of cows, to swell with milk or pregnancy. Transitive, of rattles, archaic, to sound, to play. Intransitive, obsolete, to spend the springtime somewhere. Countable, an act of springing, a leap, a jump. Countable, the season of the year in temperate regions in which plants spring from the ground and into bloom and dormant animals spring to life, variously reckoned as uncountable. Figurative, the time of something's growth, the early stages of some process. Countable, fashion, someone with ivory or peach skin tone and eyes and hair that are not extremely dark, seen as best suited to certain colors of clothing. Countable, something which springs forth, springs up, or springs back, particularly, countable, slang, an erection of the penis. Can we add an example for this sense? Countable, nautical, obsolete, a crack which has sprung up in a mast, spar, or, rare, a plank or seam. Uncountable, springiness, an attribute or quality of springing, springing up, or springing back, particularly, countable, the source from which an action or supply of something springs. Countable, something which causes others or another to spring forth or spring into action, particularly. P R I N G spring.